Well, good afternoon, Raider Nation. I want to welcome you to the first round of the GHSA State Girls Soccer Tournament. The Lady Raiders of Bacon County High School are making some history today, as this is their first playoff appearance ever in the, I believe, 7 years of existence, it may be 6. And I apologize if it is the 6 years, but I think it's 7 years that we've been playing soccer in our school district. So a huge congratulations to these young ladies that have put forth the effort, and these seniors that have played the last 4 years to reach this milestone for our high school and our community. And we want to thank you for joining us live on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. My name is Brent Johnson. I'm here along with sophomore Gage Lee, who is a part of my engineering pathway. He is a significant contributor to our TSA, our Technology Student Association, which is basically a club in which this young man will be trained in leadership and competitive activities as long as he wants to pursue. We'll talk a little bit more about TSA as the game goes on. This game will be not commentated by me, so to speak. I will be talking and letting you know who scores a goal and that sort of thing. But as far as just following the action, I won't be doing that. I want to be talking about our sponsors and some other things that type of thing. It'll mainly be a silent broadcast. But again, I do welcome you to this live broadcast. I hope that it appears that our connection is good. Those of you that are watching at home that have my number, that want to shoot me a text and say, hey, the picture's great, it sounds good, or it's horrible, what can we do about it? And unfortunately, if it is the connection issue, which usually is the problem when we do have problems, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. But you can probably hear a little bit of wind action there into my microphone. It is a little bit breezy, 6 to 8 mile per hour, could gust up to 10 to 12, the forecast says. Partly cloudy, but the temperature is perfect. Low 70s, mid 70s, and it will drop as the game progresses. The game was scheduled to start at 4:30, but it was postponed to 5 due to, I guess, some referee scheduling kind of thing. They can't play till they get here, so I think they were a little bit of concern about that. So they pushed it back to 5 o'clock, but here we are in Putnam County. Haven't talked about that. Your Lady Raiders are the number 3 seed from Region 2 AA, and Putnam County, they are the War Eagles, the Lady War Eagles. They are the number 2 seed from Region 4 AA up here in Middle Georgia. And, again, we'll talk a little bit more about the playoffs and the brackets and stuff later. But again, I want to congratulate Coach Komanecki and Coach Lee and their efforts to prepare these young ladies for this season, where we won more games than ever, and obviously qualifying for this state playoff matchup. Before I go any further, I do want to thank our 2021-22 athletic school year title sponsors, and those are Family Vision Care, Drs. Hutto and McQuaig and Day. That is Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, Miss Lisa Coley and her fine staff up there. Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales, and Burt CPA. Andy Cawthorn's in the name. Can't say much more about that. And then I want to thank Mr. Larry Taylor, specifically the Alma branch of Burt CPAs. We're going to take a quick break. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to go ahead and give you a rundown of the lineup specifically. I do have both. The lineup for your Lady Raiders in this historic soccer match. Again, their first time qualifying for the state playoffs. Jersey number 1 is going right down the list is May Meeks. Number 2, Lacey Lee. Number 3, Abby Peacock. And those 3 are starters. Let me read the starters first. Number 5, Riley Andrews. Number 6, Katie Dominguez. Number 7, Virginia Chavez. Number 12, Belen Lopez. Number 16, Lila McClintock. Number 20, Azerica Grant. Number 24, Emily Brown. And number 30, the goalkeeper, Santana Green. And the other young ladies that are on this team that will play, number 4, Briley Haggard. Number 9, Lily McClintock. Number 10, Fantima Herrera. Number 11, Mia Delgado. Number 14, Yuvia Reyes. Number 21, Kenley Powell. And we're glad that Kenley is back. She suffered an injury early in the season, and she's recovered and cleared to play. And number 23, Macy Ray Johnson, who currently does have an injury and unfortunately won't be able to play this evening, but she did travel with the team. And I mentioned earlier, head coach Sharon Komanicki and assistant coach Allison Lee. Lineups for the 2022 Putnam County War Eagles. I don't have the starters marked here, but I'm just going to go right down the line because these young ladies have made the playoffs and they deserve recognition as well. Ava Espen, Riley Gill. Those are 1 and 2 jerseys. Tessa Shelton, number 6. I'm assuming she is the goalkeeper with 2 numbers. Shiloh Siemens, number 7. Jenna McDermott, number 8. Courtney Davis, number 9. Campbell Crouch, number 10. Anna Barranco, number 11. Cherish Rowell, number 12. Lily Frisch, number 13. Sitlali Cardenas is number 14. Gracie Birds, 15. Allison Stone, 16. Regina Espen, 17. Nicole Babita, 18. Laura Ruiz, 19. Lacey Bruce, number 20. Leslie Areola, 21. Viviana Orduña, 22. Brescia Farley, 23. And Neve Allen, 24. And we're about to get this thing started. Again, Gage Lee is on the camera for me. I'm going to talk some and keep the score and the quarter that we have in the halves, first half and the second half. There's 40 minutes that is played for each half. I'm not going to keep a clock on the scorebug, but I will continually update you as long as I can see it on the scoreboard. The way the sun is, it's difficult. Hopefully Gage can see it. Gage, can you see it? What's the time say? All right, they switched it over to 40 minutes. Oh, I see the 4. So we're getting ready to play, as you can see on the screen. Again, I want to thank you for joining us here on the NFHS Network. I want a shout-out. I told her I would do it. Miss Kay. Miss Kay, if you're out there watching, we know you are. Thank you. This is Coach Komanicki's mother. She was excited that we were able to travel and broadcast the Lady Raider soccer game, this historic game today. I want to thank you for joining us, and just for that one reason, we're glad we're able to come and do this. I want to thank our principal, Pam Williams, assistant principal, Charlie Powell, my CTA director, Clint Johnson, and our athletic director, Chuck Woodall, for allowing us to do this. And we're about to get started. All right, there's 33 minutes remaining in this first period. Lady Raiders have really played aggressive this first 7 minutes of the match. Clock runs in soccer continually unless the referee stops it, and you'll see him hold his hands up with a cross to do that. Typically it's an injury or unless he's given out some type of penalty. The longer the Lady Raiders can keep the ball on their side of the field, obviously the better chance they have of scoring. Pressure on this War Eagle defense is important. I didn't mention this pregame, but playing on this turf surface, if you haven't noticed, it's a beautiful field. And, man, it is low maintenance and that sort of thing, but it can be taxing on your body, a little different than real grass. A little bit of adjustment as you try to run side to side and stop and go for our Lady Raiders. Oh, there it is. Oh, unable to get the angle for Chavez. Good attempt there. Again, good. I'm sorry, that was Peacock. Good pressure. And that's one of the reasons I won't be commentating much. It's difficult to, I can hardly see the numbers. They're, number one, they're small on the jerseys, but I can point out these young ladies mainly by the way they run. We have a great fan base that traveled from Bacon County. It's about a 2.5-hour drive from Alma. We have as many or more fans here from Bacon than they do here from Eatonton or Putnam County. This field, if you notice, the football boundaries are the thick white line that you see here on the near side, and there's one on the other. But there is a thin red line, if you can make it out, about, if I had to guess, about 8 feet this side of that thick white line, which is the boundary for the soccer field. And it's bound to be slightly confusing, at least for our Lady Raiders, to get used to it early on. Just looking at that white line, maybe thinking that it could be the out of boundary. think 26 minutes remaining in this first period. No score for this first half. Goal by Riley Andrews, the first score of the game. Again, that continuous pressure will pay off over time. 1-0, your Lady Raiders lead. How much time we got there, Gage? 22 minutes remaining here in the first period. Again, Riley Andrews with the score. What you don't want to do is let up here and let them come down and get a quick score, even things up. I'm not sure. There's a whistle blown. Looking down the field, I don't know if there's a issue with the clock. I don't know. Here we go. Raider ball. And we're going to get a throw in down here on the corner. A lot of construction, if you can tell back of the camera there. Sorry, maybe the camera's too low, but construction here as they're finishing up some things in this area for the school. This is actually the middle school campus at Putnam County. Not sure if they're building a new facility or not. Raiders got the ball down there again. I know that's Virginia and Emily Brown volleying the ball around. Oh, here we go. Vicky stole it. She's going to get a shot on goal. Oh, and it just misses to the right. The defender did a great job of coming up and kind of cutting off the angle back to the left. So she had to shoot to the right post, and it was just outside for Virginia Chavez. I'm going to stop the clock. That's where he's going to allow players to swap out here. Looks like we have an injury on the field. I want to take this moment to, again, thank you for joining us here on the NFHS Network, powered by Play On Sports, brought to you by BCTV Red Raider Broadcasting. A couple issues. But again, if you join us after the introduction and before the game started, I want to thank our 2021-22 athletic school year sponsors, Coley Electric and Plumbing Supply, Andy Cawthorn Auto Sales, Burt CPA, and Family Vision Care. We wouldn't be able to do the things we were able to do. We are self-sustained. My program, the student broadcasting program, which is part of my engineering and technology program at Bacon County High School, along with the Technology Student Association. The money's provided by the sponsorships and your subscription. We get a portion of that, a small portion of your subscription that you paid, whether monthly or annually. And I've always been against the subscription, but it is what it is. This platform is really good. It provides us a way to provide a good, solid stream of all of our athletics and other events. It is as cheap as I can provide. That $69.99 a year is the bare minimum that I can charge, and as well as that monthly, the monthly fee. So I appreciate every subscription, monthly and or the annual subscriptions. Obviously, you'll save a ton of money by signing up and doing the annual subscription. But again, thank you all for joining and helping us out. We're able to, when I say self-sustain, the money's generated allows us to not only travel and broadcast on our dime, which I pride myself, not from the Bacon County school system, our district, and it also provides for the Technology Student Association for us to help travel to competitions such as the state convention we went to in Athens. Tries the field taken. Just trying to keep them from scoring. Got to play some good defense here. It's a big kick. It's going to be long. Thank goodness. A big leg there by the young lady. I'm not sure. Didn't do enough research to know what Putnam County, how regularly they make the playoffs out of Region 4. But I just can tell you this, the Lady Raiders have never darkened the door of this day. And again, we're relatively young as a soccer program. This is our 7th year, I believe, offering at the middle and high school levels. Boys have shown success the last 3 years, going to the quarterfinals last year. Unfortunately, ran into the buzzsaw by the name of the Lovett School, private school in AA in Atlanta, near Buckhead. Oh, and it's going to be Bacon ball here with a free kick coming at about the 42-yard line. And that was Riley. Now Belen is going to get that free kick in. Maybe the Lady Raiders can take advantage with under 6 minutes to go. Big kick by Belen. She centers it to Chavez. Trying to control the ball, and it's difficult. This surface, again, is different from grass. It's harder on their feet than it is the ball itself. Now we could be in. That was a great play by Santana. If you could see that. Maybe just shadows up there. Clock still running, under 2 minutes. 2-2. It's been that way for some time. Wind has finally died down, and there's not a cloud hardly in the sky to cover that sunshine. Both teams are dragging a little, and you can imagine as much. Again, it's a little bit warmer today than they've maybe accustomed to overall. 3 minutes to go. That's not good. Got to cut it off, and she did. They tripped over each other. Emotions are really rising over here on the stands. Like I said, it's I don't understand. GHSA needs to figure something out. When you got, we don't know nothing about these fans, no rivalry, but it's just a lot of emotion when you're playing in the playoff or any other game. But there's some yah-yahing going on back in two, and certainly you don't want nothing to happen, but not placing both fan bases on the same side is a little ridiculous. It's a good play kicking it out. Under 2 minutes to go now. Gage, can you tell how many seconds is up there? A minute and 30 maybe? It's probably 30. I'm going to bring this on down. Going to center it. Oh, here we go. Got a chance here. She going to let her kick it out. Oh, here we go. Center it. Center it. Good defensive play. Chavez doing everything she could down there. About a minute to go. Raiders going to have another chance here, maybe. Get something going. Looks like we're going to go to PKs if the goalie just kind of takes her time here. Not a very good kick right there. Clock still running. It's got to be close to what's on the score bug, 10 seconds or so. Could something crazy happen here? I don't think so. Ball is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be white ball. And I think time is going to expire. Most exciting plays in sports, they will pick 5 players. We will pick 5 players, and Lacey Lee, number 2 for the Raiders. She's a sophomore. Got to score to extend it. And that's going to end it. The Putnam War Eagles are going to defeat the Lady Raiders in quadruple overtime as we go penalty kicks twice. They will advance to the second round of state playoffs. Our Lady Raiders will be eliminated. What a fantastic season that they were able to complete. I know it's going to be disheartening. They're going to do all the what-ifs and shoulda, woulda, couldas tonight and tomorrow for a few days. But when they reflect on what they were able to accomplish this year is it's pretty overwhelming. So we want to congratulate Coach Komanicki, Coach Lee, and these young ladies and the seniors that led this group to this point. We got a long trip back tonight. We're going to cut this short. Again, thank you for joining us on the NFHS Network, powered by Play on Sports, brought to you by us, BCTV's Red Raider Broadcasting. Myself, Brent Johnson, along with Gage Lee. Again, thank you for joining us live from Eatonton, Georgia tonight for the first round of the GHSA Girls Soccer Playoff